It seems like I have started this at a wrong time. Can everyone hear me? People want to. Okay, orientation. All right. Here we are. Hi, everybody. I'm starting it a little bit earlier than I said because I could not figure out how to go back to a live that I had pre-scheduled on mobile. So if you can hear me, drop me a yes or no. We can hear you, Mitra. All right. Here to stabilize this. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is doing great. Hi. Drop me your scent of today. How's everyone doing? Today is the time change here, so we pulled the hours an hour back. Is it back? No, forward. So it means that we kind of lost an hour, which was kind of very difficult. Oh, scent of today, Chanel Super Leggera. Super Leggera. Okay. All right. And what's everybody else is wearing? I'm still kind of confused about the hours and all of that, but we will get started. Scent of today, T42. Oh, you know what, Conley? I've never tried that one, T42. I don't know what it smells like. I know it's quite difficult to get and it's discontinued, right? Because it's discontinued, I'm like, yeah, I'm not looking to find it, even though I know at some point it will become an obsession and I will be looking for it anyways. So, with all of that said, let's start with what most people, like I've had a lot of people asking me, like, what's your favorite Guerlain? What's your favorite Guerlain? I kind of hate that question, to be honest. But I finally decided that I'm just gonna pick like what are my favorite Guerlains for today, and then I'll talk about it. I'm not gonna have to decide about them. Like I don't have to commit that those are my favorite Guerlains forever. Conley says you would love it. Dahlia says I'm wearing vintage Andrea Mac Coven because I decanted for someone. Oh, very nice. Scent of today, Gucci Envy. Hi, Muse. Alicia says it doesn't bother me because I don't sleep. That's a good solution. What's your favorite Guerlain? Okay, probably stop pissing me off like I have just started. Muse knows a good ginger. Alicia says, never tried that, Dahlia. Dahlia says, title this video, stop asking me about my perfumes. Like, I should probably, like, title it, what do you want? Like the old guy, like, you know, just waving the cane at the lawn. Do you want to, Alicia? Oh, I don't know what that means. Hi, Muse. So, without further ado, I pulled out, so a lot of these I have in like the regular format, but I've pulled my older bottles out. I'm really aspiring to wear my older bottles more, not the newer bottles. I'll just keep those for decanting. But a lot of these, as I see, are discontinued fragrances, unfortunately. But we can start talking about them, starting with one and only Iris Ganache. So Iris Ganache is it 2007 or 2008? Let me just take a look at, I have pulled out the notes to take a look. Might not be all at the same pages, but here we are. Let me see. It took me a while before even trying Iris Ganache. I had Iris Ganache. I knew about Iris Ganache, but at the time that I got into Guerlains, it was discontinued and it was really, really expensive. And I was like, well, maybe I don't want to really even go after it because it was so expensive. But then after a while, and when I started, I should have got it back then because it was just half price of what I got later. These are my favorite Guerlain bottles. I know, they're so gorgeous, right? Like it's little gold books, and it just looks gorgeous in the kind of like a display and stuff. So Iris Ganache was launched in 2007. and Wasser, and this is kind of like when gourmand wasn't a thing, so like having it a gourmand fragrance in the line. So I think at that point, did they have gourmand cocaine back then? We'll see later, but so the notes in this one is white chocolate, cinnamon, bergamot, iris, patchouli, cedar, vanilla, amber, and white musk. So, but if you are really expecting a gourmand fragrance, this is not like by today's standards a gourmand fragrance. It's actually a quite serious iris. Has some waxy qualities to me. And then in really deep dry down, you would start smelling maybe chocolate and cinnamon. And it's not gourmandy like by a way that it would be too sweet or like, you know, tooth decaying fragrance. It's not by any means that. And it takes a little bit of a time to get used to it. At first when I tried it, I was like, because there's so much of a hype about it, right? Like, you know, you get it and you expect something that, you know, for the price. I think I got this bottle, like a full press bottle, for 850 US dollars shipped. For the price that you're getting it for, you expect something mind-blowing, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna like it so much or whatever. But then I put it on and I was like, this is it. Like, I don't know what I was expecting from it, but I was like a little bit let down. Yes, $850 US. If you can find it for 1,000, I would say you're lucky right now in this presentation. I mean, you can get it in the B bottles, maybe a little bit cheaper, but yeah. So I put it on and I was like, you know, like it's okay. Like an iris, because it wasn't, to be honest, I didn't smell the white chocolate right away, and I was like, well, you know, it's not that sweet either, and iris is kind of quite serious iris. And it took me a while before starting to really enjoy this one. I would say this is an iris that you wear in winter. Like, it's not really a summer iris. And maybe that because the fragrance is so old. And I don't even see like really sparkly tops. I don't think that that is, you know, it doesn't have any like, yeah, that has bergamot, but not super fresh on the top. I can smell it from here, but like it's not like that. So this is a beautiful winter fragrance. If you are wearing it in a cold weather, it really cuts the cold weather, and it absolutely gorgeous. It really shines in cool weather comparing to the hot weather. What did Paroli say? Let me see. 850. I don't know what he said. Hi, RN. All right. And the most important question, how much for a 10 ml decan? It's a lot of money. Well, ask me later, I'll tell you. Didn't I send you a sample? Or is that RN that they got a sample from me? I don't know who has a sample from me. What was the one that replaced it? This one? Nothing replaced this one. Iris Ganache was never brought back. It was discontinued. He might be like, I want to say, I don't know when it was discontinued, but it was discontinued at some point. But as Guerlain does, when they discontinue a fragrance, they still have it available in the fountains, in the stores that have fountains. And like people could get it in the like fountains in the stores, especially in Paris. And then they you know, like it was nothing available. It never was brought back. Unfortunately, there's a lot of fake Iris Ganache available on the market, and part of it came from like a few years ago. There was this guy who was selling imitation oils of Iris Ganache from Kuwait, and an individual in the community had bought a lot of that imitation oil and has been perfecting their formula over time, and they have access to free like these bottles are refillable. Look, like these bottles are refillable, right? They have access to these refillable bottles, people selling these refillable bottles, and they kind of fill them up and sell them for that price, you know, a little bit less than kind of what the OGs or like real fragrances are selling. Like they often come in with like selling it. Usually you could find this about $1,000 US, but like they're selling it maybe 700, and people buy it, unsuspecting buyers, and there it goes. So you got to be very careful if you're buying an Iris Ganache on eBay, on places like that. And from what I've heard, the fake formula smells very similar to the real one. Yes. So there's this, the Iris Ganache. It's a beautiful one. And the next one is Myrrh-et-le-Parfum. Myrrh-et-le-Parfum was in this collection for a while, and I don't know when it was discontinued. Let me see if I can find it. Myrrh-et-le-Parfum was released in 2012, and the notes behind it was Thierry Wasser. The notes are grapefruit, bergamot, osmanthus, violet leaf, rose, jasmine, myrrh, licorice, tonka bean, incense, vanilla, and patchouli. So this is really hard to find. I don't know why is it so hard to find. I don't think that it was around for too long before it was discontinued. I have 2 bottles of this. I think I have 1 full bottle, and this is my partial bottle. This is a very interesting myrrh in that, like, it's not your typical myrrh that is like a lot of, right off the bat, would be so resinous. Yeah, so resinous and heavy and kind of like got lots of amber in that, like those top notes really shine before it settles down to the base notes. I have an unattainables list on Fragrantica that always gets 10 editions every time each makes a video like this. I'm sorry. The thing is, if you have, like, if you are in in the fragrance community, as long as I mean, I haven't been here for long, but like, you will see it popping up at some point. There's nothing is really unattainable. It's just that you have to be on lookout and be obsessed a little bit about it. But that's about it. They will become available. So this one, when it kind of dry, like at the beginning of it is very beautiful. What I really like about it is, like, unlike a lot of other myrrh fragrances, this is kind of all seasons. You can wear it anytime. You can wear it in summer even, because the dry down is more those kind of like resinous notes are in, and they're not quite heavy. The top notes are also kind of a big factor. I really like those manthus, the violet leaf and rose combination, and a lot of top notes makes it really beautiful. So this is one another favorite of mine, again discontinued. So that's 2 out of 2 discontinued. Next one, we have one and only Queer Beluga, and I really enjoy this fragrance. I've never is this the OG formula? It might be the OG formula, right? Like, 'cause look, the older bottles, so I think this is a tester. The older bottles have the logo like that, and the newer bottles, I mean, the second iteration bottles have the logo like this, so it's a little bit smaller in comparison. So that's how you know which one is previous. But I'm not sure if this is the first iteration. Anyways, here we have Queer Beluga. Over the time, Queer Beluga in the current formulation has been a little bit like watered down to me. Anyways, that's how it smells. It's not as strong. It doesn't stay as long. But this is one of my favorite of Art La Matière, current Art La Matière bottles from Guerlain. It was launched in 2005. Nose behind it is Olivier Polge. Oh, interesting. And the top notes are tangerine aldehyde. Middle notes are immortelle, patchouli. Base notes are vanilla, suede, heliotrope, and amber. And it's really that suede and that kind of a little bit the vanilla and the resinous, you know, the resinous notes. It shines really well, and it's really sophisticated. I absolutely love this one. I would like to see Guerlain making an extrait of this. I mean, wouldn't that be nice if there was an extrait of Queer Beluga? I would absolutely pay money for that. That's just idea came to me. Hey, if Delphine, if you listen to me, which you will never listen to me, but if you listen to me, can you make an extrait of this? This is really good. So that's that. So the older like iterations, they last on you for like the whole day, but I have noticed that the newer ones are not lasting as long, and the suede is kind of a little bit faded from the formula, but it's beautiful. Yeah, Olivier Paul just strikes again. I think it's my favorite. La Matière, absolutely. It's so elegant, beautiful, and you know, it's just all that, you know, I think Guerlain represents to me as a fragrance brand. This is something that I would call Guerlain, comparing to something like Tobacco Honey. Anyways, the next one that, it's one of my obsessions is Iris Torify. And this is also discontinued. So 3 out of 4 discontinued. Unfortunately, I don't know why this would be discontinued, because this was absolutely gorgeous. I think perhaps they discontinued this because they wanted to sell more of their Iris extrude. Hi Sandra, how are you? I have just met Bernard de Chauffeur. What? I'm so happy. There was an event at the L'Entreprise boutique. Oh wow. Oh wow, Sandra. That's awesome. Guerlain made the business decision to stop selling good fragrances. Oh well. Yeah, I mean that's what it is. So Iris Torify, when you see it in a bottle like this, the color is almost like a, I don't know, the color is almost like this, right? But if you see it in a bigger bottle, the color will be darker. So I have like a 1 liter of it, and the color will have a little bit of a purplish tone into it. So it's just the amount of how much liquid it is in there changes the color of it. And also, Iris Torify was not one of my first favorites of the Guerlain, because at the time I was not into Iris at all. First, I got this perfume and in this presentation from a Canadian seller, and because of the hype, like how people had, like, talked about it and whatnot, and I tried it, and then I was like, is this it? Like, okay. I wasn't into Iris, and I just put it aside. Didn't sell it, but I just put it aside, and didn't try it again until I was really into Iris at one point, and then it became an obsession of mine. The kind of beautiful mix of the iris and coffee in this one is absolutely gorgeous. I think there's a little bit of a leather into, if I'm not mistaken. And I will forever cherish this fragrance. I can just put it on any time of year, anytime, any season, and I'll enjoy it. Happy late Women's Days to Dolphin Angelica, absolutely. I have joined. What fragrance says have been mentioned? So it is Iris Ganache, Mitra-et-le-Parfum, Queer Beluga, and Iris Torify so far. So there is that. Hi Dick, how are you? Guys, if you haven't liked the stream, please like the stream. Please subscribe, turn on the notification button, all those good things. And it is much appreciated. The next one from this line is the Bois d'Arménie. Bois d'Arménie, I did get this one like early on. This is probably a 2021 purchase for me. Like early on, I mean early on for me, not early on for others. And again, the name was very, it piqued my curiosity because, I my hometown is very close to Armenia. My first crush was Armenian. I lived in an Armenian area of my town. Like we had a lot of Armenians. In fact, like where I lived, our neighborhood was an Armenian neighborhood, so I had a lot of them as neighbors and stuff. And like one of my neighbors, it was the crush, and he was Armenian, and like just the name, it kind of piqued a curiosity, like what is this about? And I guess it comes from it's a reference to Papier d'Arménie, I think, and which is where I do have Papier d'Arménie a little bit here, I think, in this. Yes, we do have Papier d'Arménie. Yes. Hi Lily, how are you? So we have Papier d'Arménie here. Papier d'Arménie is you kind of rip a piece of it, and you burn it, and I think you slow burn or something like that. All right, what did you do? She just said hi. All right. So the Papier d'Arménie is, I'm not sure what's happening. What happened? What did you say, Lily? Let me see. What's the view deleted message? There was nothing. Okay, so okay. Yeah, so Papier d'Arménie, you just burn it a little bit. This is a tradition apparently, and then it smells really, really, really nice. Very similar to actually the smell of the fragrance, and I think it is. What is this? Why am I thinking about Francis Kurkdjian? Why am I thinking about Francis Kurkdjian? Because he's from Armenia. It's like he's Armenian, right? Okay, so Bois d'Arménie was launched in 2006. At the nose behind it is Annick Monardo. Top noses are incense, iris, pink pepper, and middle notes are benzoin, guaiac wood, coriander. Base notes are copahu balm, patchouli, and white musk. So there is that, and this is, it says has guaiac wood, but I don't really smell guaiac wood, and this like not oud anyways. So it's mostly it's mostly just the like woody notes that in that would be, and this is very, very similar. Like if you, it kind of reminds me of STV with a little bit of like Spiritus de Bulbini with a little bit more of kind of that woody and a little bit of smoky notes, but that's one of my favorite ones. I still don't know why they discontinued this one, because come on, man, this is ridiculous. So there you have it, 4 out of 5 discontinued. The next one also discontinued, Tonka Imperial. Tonka Imperial, I did get this one, I think, early. Tonka Imperial. It's probably also like 2021 purchase for me. It's a gorgeous Tonka. So like in my Tonka world, there's two kinds of Tonka. There's the Tonka in Fève de Lucio, and then there's a Tonka in Tonka Imperial. And I to be honest, I prefer the Tonka in Tonka Imperial comparing to the Tonka in Fève de Lucio. What's happening here? Okay. All right. I think that's just YouTube is picking up on Dick Curry's name. All right. Imperialism of Tonga. Yes. Yes. So again, I wonder if they want discontinued this to sell more of their like the Tonka X straight, but it is absolutely a gorgeous one. And it was launched in 2010. The nose of the fragrance was Wasser, bitter almond, rosemary, bergamot. Middle notes are tonka bean, tobacco, jasmine, and base notes are incense, cedar, and pine. So the Tonka Imperial in these bottles, I have noted that it kind of lasted. It lasted a little bit more than the ones coming in the newer bottle. Unfortunately, the best ones of that AM collection are the ones that are discontinued. I know, it's so ridiculous. Is Irish Story for you discontinued? Yes, it is. I just got one from a friend. Didn't know was that lucky. Yeah, it is discontinued. It's ridiculous. Like, come on, man. They are all taking them all the way. Next we know, they're gonna take Angelique Noir and STV away, and it's gonna be nothing left. Anyways. So this is a beautiful Tonka. It is going for ridiculous prices these days. Like, it wasn't discontinued that long ago, was it? Y'all, can somebody correct me? Was it 2024 that it was discontinued, Tonka Imperial, or 2023? But it was discontinued. Yeah, not that long ago. But now I see people are selling like a 200 ml bottles like for $750 or like $1,000 or whatever. It's just ridiculous. Anyways. There's that. Wish the kids could wait till halfway through the meetup to get their Sunday clothes muddy. Oh, okay. Whatever that's going on. It seems like just months ago it was just gonna. Yeah, I know. I think it's 2023 though. Like, I don't think it was last year. Last year was Dire Story and Bois d'Arménie, I think. Can someone tell me something about Joyeuse Tuberose? I was offered that one, but cannot find many reviews about it. Yeah. So I'm not a tuberose person, so I actually despise tuberose. Maybe I'm not the person to talk about that one, but hi Raymond. But it wasn't like I tried it. The tuberose in it wasn't very sharp or anything like it, but it did it didn't wow me. Like it goes to the category of, let's say, there's another fragrance around like Rose Barbar, like it's okay. There's nothing really, and there's nothing really, mind blowing in there. Joyous tuberose is my I love tuberose and I find it bland. So yeah, I'm not alone, I guess. Make exceptions for Mon Guerlain, Dahlia. Yes, 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 yes. We gotta get there. Next one, also discontinued. This whole line is discontinued of line of Elixir Charnel. These beautiful bottles. This cap, actually, I serendipitously fit this one. This is a Henry Bendel cap that absolutely fits this bottle. Not a real, so these are the, like, let me show you this one. So this is the real Guerlain caps, and this is the one that I found, and that fits. And I'm really excited. So, Juan says, good morning from Riverdale, California. Good morning. How are you? I'm a Guerlain noob. I only have Shalimar EDC and Aqua Allegoria and Nerolia Vetiver. I need more. Yes, you do. And it's a very deep, deep hole. So these bottles, Elixir Charnel bottles, and first of all, I was very confused. I was like, where is the name of this fragrance? I can't see it anywhere. And it's not even the bottom. Like when you look at the bottom, the name of the fragrance isn't there. It took me a while to see. The name of the fragrance is Hiya. Can you see? No, you can't. Oh. See, it says Oriental Guerlain. That's where the name of the fragrance is. It's very difficult to find the name. So there we go, Oriental Brûlant. It's one of the gorgeous, gorgeous ambery and resinous fragrances in this range. And unfortunately, it's gone. I think it came in these kind of red flacons, like quadruples. I think that's what you call them, quadruples. And it was released in 2016, and the nose behind it is Christine Nagel. Top notes are tangerine, herbal notes, almond, base notes are tonka, vanilla, and styrax, and it just stands for all it represents. It's one of the absolute gorgeous resinous, ambery, and medium sweet. I wouldn't say like too sweet, but it has some sweetness in it. All right. So what's going on? So what to do? His name is. They censored it again, Dahlia. Like even when you wrote it that like that. Yes, Mr. Curry. Yes. So that's Oriental Brûlant, and that is also gone. So it is for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6 out of 7 discontinued. Next, also discontinued. But this was replaced. So this is one and only French Kiss. And French Kiss is an absolute gorgeous fragrance. Gosh, Oriental Guerlain is gorgeous. It's one of the Guerlain still on my wish list. It's like so beautiful, girl. Like I can't believe the first time, you won't believe this, Sandra. I got a decant from someone and I tried it. I don't know if it was just having a stroke that day or something. Like I was like, it didn't do anything. And then I went back and tried the same decant like maybe 6 months later. I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? Anyways, it was a gorgeous one. So French Kiss was launched in 2014. Raspberry lychee, violet rose, heliotrope vanilla, orris root, and white musk. And who wouldn't like those notes, honestly? It's like delicious, gorgeous, but sophisticated fragrance. French Kiss is absolutely one of my favorites in this line, and Elixir Charnel lasts all day. They did replace this with Rose Sherry. Rose Sherry is close to French Kiss, but isn't the same. So I still prefer French Kiss a little bit more. Who was it? What? I have Bessé de Russie and I have Promenade des Anglais. I checked yesterday. Top 10 perfumes that you can't get ever. Sorry. So if you have not tried French Kiss and you can't find it, Rose Sherry is really good alternative, but it's still not French Kiss. So I really, really like French Kiss. Oh, look at that. Like, so you can see the name from the other side as well over there. See? Oh, all right. All right, so there that is. 1, 2, that's 5, 8, 7 out of 8 discontinued. We come to this one. It is one and only Gourmand Coquine. This is one of, like, honestly, still today, this is the best chocolate fragrance that has ever been released to me, and I still love it. They still sell it. I like Rose Cherry. It's pretty. Yes, Rose Cherry is still out there, not French Kiss. Elixir. So this Gourmand Coquine in these bottles. So this came in these bottles, and then it was discontinued, and then it was available in the fountains. In fact, as of 2023, when I was in Paris, I took one of my B bottles, my white B bottles, and they refilled it at the store. I don't know if it still exists because now it's been replaced with Fève Gourmand, but and it seems like it's pretty much the same formula. So I don't know if it is. I'm the female version of Rich. Yes, we are twins. You know, he's my twin from another mother. So it was available for a while, and then I don't know if it's still available as Gourmand Coquine formulation. It is obviously Fève Gourmand is there and is as good. I just wanted to put, like, because it kind of matched with the rest of my bottles. So I don't know. I don't know if this is. I don't know what I was going to say. I'm not going to count it as the discontinued fragrances because really I could have put the Gourmand, the Fève Gourmand here, and it's still the same. It's really good. She has been saying that for the past half hour. What have I been saying? All right. So then let's get into, unfortunately, more discontinued. So from the Lansdowne collection, there are two of them that I really, really like, and one of them is it's been very, very difficult to get a hold on. So number one, this is the Lansdowne Guerlain Millésime Iris Noel. Millésime Iris Noel. Is that how you say it? Let me just take a look, find it. The name is so long. Nope, not that one. Let me just take. So the name is Lansdowne de Guerlain Eau de Noël Iris Millésime. Okay, so that's the name. And this it was a unicorn for me. Like, it was really difficult. I was looking for it for a long, long time, and I never was able to find one. Or if I had found one, it was just would be sold like in 3 seconds. And then at some point, all of a sudden, after I got one, there was like 2 more that became available, and I bought them both. At some point, I had 3. I'm not even sure if I still have 3, but it was launched in 2005, and it doesn't say who the nose is. The notes are iris, honey, ylang-ylang, magnolia, amber, musk, jasmine, and lemon. There is honey in this, but it's not a kind of disgusting, stomach-churning honey that is in tobacco honey. So it just adds a little bit of sweetness. You know what the honey in this reminds me of? When you add a little bit of honey to your tea, and how the tea smells. Like, still you can smell the honey, but it's kind of like subtle, right? It's not like that raw. You just, yanked it out of the kind of like the bee's ass. I don't know how to say better, but it's really, really good. It's really, really good. I love this one. What's going on here? Pure. Do you get a lot of berries in which one? Berries? In which one? Anyways, he accidentally sat on his phone. What's going on in here? Bee's ass. Yes. Who sat accidentally on their phone? I can still type Dahlia with your butt. Okay, yes. Okay, so the next one is Guys, if you're watching, please like the stream. There are 20 people watching. I only see 10 like. Please like the stream and subscribe if you haven't and turn the notification button. So then next one is Lansdowne Magic Elixir. So we have Lansdowne Magic EDP. We have Lansdowne Magic Extrait, which is in like a teeny tiny bottle. I have that one as well. And there's Lansdowne Magic Elixir. So Lansdowne Magic Elixir is honestly is a true Guerlain unicorn. It was really, really, really difficult to get. I ended up scoring I think it's a 30 ml decant from someone. It wasn't a decant actually. He or she, I can't remember. The person and Sebastian Furtado had filled their B bottles with it in when they were in France together, and I ended up getting it from her. Like it was a 30 ml in those little B bottles, and so I got my hands on that one, but then this bottle itself, like I really wanted the bottle because like look, it's a black bottle. It's like so cool, absolutely cool. I wanted the bottle, but it came up for sale, and I snatched it. And the notes are quite simple in this one, like almond, vanilla, orchid, and musk. But it is absolutely gorgeous fragrance. Like just the combination and the way they are composed is honestly, it's one of a kind in terms of the fragrance, and makes it. I would say between the two of these, I may like this a little bit more, even though this is a little bit more complex. So how many of that makes? So 9. So 9 out of 11 discontinued. Great. Moving on, we have one and only Shalimar Extrait. Okay, so as far as I know, Shalimar Extrait and Shalimar Parfum are the same thing. So Shalimar Extrait is the juice, and like on the bottle it usually says Parfum. I don't know where it is right now. This bottle is from 1979, and still today, and it's not opened because I would not open this. There is it's the seal bottle. See, that is a seal bottle. I have not dared to open it. This is such an old fragrance, and actually this one was the one that fell. And the other day I was talking about, I have a little tester cube that I sprayed that one, and this one is still today, like after all those flankers of Shalimar, this is still my favorite, like my top favorite one. Bergamot, floral notes, iris, rose, jasmine, vanilla, and tonka bean. And the nose behind it is Jacques Guerlain, and it was launched in 1925. An absolute gorgeous fragrance, and it is a piece of art. Just discontinue the whole brand. All right. Yes. One day I shall unseal this piece of history. 1979. How old would that be? That like makes it 45 years old. No? 46? Wow. 46-year-old fragrance. Anyways. Are parfums and extracts different or the same? I think people use them interchangeably, and it confused me. So funny enough that you'd say that. I've always done the belief that the Shalimar has never had Shalimar Parfum and Extrait has been the same. However, when I was looking earlier on for the notes, I see another Shalimar Extrait on Fragrantica that is saying that it was launched in 2016, which is, I'm not sure what that's about. I've never seen it. I don't know if there was a reformulation or what. I'm not 100% sure what that is about. She just explained. Are you listening? I would buy an empty Shalimar bottle. I don't want to smell that, but the bottle is pretty. Absolutely. The bottle of Shalimar is absolutely beautiful. Open the jar of that Shalimar. No, not today. Not today. I need to take some tranquilizers before opening a bottle like that. Piece of history. So we have next one of the more newer like fragrances, and my favorite from this line of the extracts is the Tonka Serapia 75. Is that the Tonka Serapia 75? Is that the trials? I'm not sure if that's the number of the trials that it took to make this one, or it has the ingredients. I doubt there are 75 ingredients in it, but maybe, who knows. So it was launched in 2023 and created by Delphine Jelk and Thierry Wasser. Absolutely gorgeous Tonka. This is my favorite from the line, following by Vanilla, then following by Iris. Absolutely mind-blowing. So there's Tonka and coumarin in the notes that's mentioned. Interesting. Bitter almond, vanilla, cacao, and spices. Okay, let me just spray it for a second. Oh, so good. It's so good. I have a bee bottle full of it as well. It is, so it's like Tonka Imperial, like a lot of Tonka Imperial, and there is like just touch bit of Gourmand Coquine, because Gourmand Coquine is, you know, has that cacao, right? Like and I get that in this one as well, and it's so beautiful, and it lasts forever. The performance is nuclear on this one for me. 10 second is all the difference between life and unliving. Jesus Christ, you kids, you're just like going on about this one thing. Guerlain makes candy for bottle magpies. You still don't need it. All right. This is absolutely gorgeous, and I have a 125 ml bee bottle of that. I know people who have bought like a liter bee of this, and can you imagine how that's what that price is? Change my mind. It's better than Tonka Imperial. It is better than Tonka Imperial, to be honest. This is so good. So good. Last but not least, we have Mon Guerlain Extrait. And yes, I know people have said that this was very close to Mon Guerlain Intense, but I don't care, and I still love it anyways. Oh my god. Why is it waffles? Dahlia, can we limit talking about ASS? Because all your messages are being held for review. So the Mon Guerlain Extrait came in, what year was it? 2019. There's a debate about this fragrance have been discontinued or not, but regardless, this fragrance like was a ridiculous price when it was being produced. Mon Guerlain with the steel chair. So when it was being, or maybe it still is, I don't know. Like, I think the last time I heard from Steven from Place Vendôme, they didn't have it in stock, but that might not mean that it's discontinued. But when I bought this one, it was 860 euro for a 125 ml bottle. It is, even when it was actually being produced, it was highly pricey. But this is absolutely very good. This is a Guerlain stream. All right. I just sprayed Ambre Eternel, and it's so beautiful. It's so yellow in my mind. I know Ambre Eternel is absolutely gorgeous. There's no female mods, by the way. Give Lily a range. Y'all, I like giving a range is not easy to like just pick it from the strange from the stream. Like, I have to go and like log in on my desktop to do it. So it's not that easy to do it. I will have to set up later. But anyways, what's happening, y'all? Why are you deleting that message, Aaron? Guys, like, settle down. Mon Guerlain Extrait. This is my love. I think I spilled probably like tiny bit of it. I have a decant of it, so I tried to use that decant. So I have like I think probably I have a 20 ml decant somewhere. I tried to use that one before this one, and I spilled like probably $50 of this. And you see, like, it was really full up to the top. in one of the streams, but I absolutely love this one. This is all you want from a vanilla, lavender, and iris fragrance. It's just absolutely gorgeous and mind-blowing. Lasts all day, performance is nuclear. This is a classic. Oh my god, y'all. Let me just go get my Amber Eternal bottle, because since Ray mentioned it. Let's find my Amber Eternal bottle. Actually, sorry guys, I'm gonna change this to 15 favorite Guerlain fragrances, because how could I have forgotten Mitra-et-le-Parfum, a piece of art from Guerlain in this stream. Yes, there is Mitra-et-le-Parfum from Guerlain. This is an absolute gorgeous fragrance, and this is also a true unicorn from the name means don't forget me, I guess. Don't forget about me. And the nose behind it is Thierry Rosser. It was a limited release. I think it was, I can't remember. When it was released, it was like $650 or something. And, you know, the prices of it is crazy. And this is the most beautiful rose fragrance that I've ever put my nose on or tried. So then, let's see, Guerlain, hold on here, Guerlain. And let's see, let me just, oh, this tonka is so good on my hand. It's launched in 2015, nose behind it, Thierry Rosser. Notes are plum, cumin, cardamom, rose, immortelle, carnation, cinnamon. Base notes are patchouli, vanilla, amber, and moss. It's, and it represents all of those, like I do smell all of those in different stages of the fragrance. This is an absolutely beautiful one. What did you think of that Place bottle perfume? What? Which one is the Place bottle perfume? You mean this one? I talked about it. I really like it. I'm so happy that I didn't love Mitra-et-le-Parfum. There are notes in there in that bothers me. I don't have to pay the current crazy prices. Yes, absolutely. It's like, it's almost a relief when you don't like something that is, you know, so hard to find or expensive. Just also one of my favorite design of bottles from Guerlain is this one. This is the 100-year anniversary of Mitsuko bottle, from some famous Japanese artist that I am probably butchered the name. I have to make it, but so I'm not going to mention the name. But this is the gorgeous bottle here. Like, look at the art design in this one, absolutely beautiful. And then we have honorable mention for Ambre Eternal. Oh, and it's written, that's an Arabic written around it, Ambre. This says Ambre and Eternal around it. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is another beautiful bottle. And then I have one more beautiful bottle to show. And that is this one. Look at this. Look at the sparkles on this one. So gorgeous. Yeah, bling, 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 bling. So gorgeous. This is kind of one of the prototypes for Shalimar's anniversary bottle, but it was never released, this one, so it's just stayed as prototype in this presentation. But I absolutely love the bottle. It's filled with Shalimar inside. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. Drop me your favorite Guerlains. Tell me about I was waiting to pull out a 500 ml of Derby. Yeah, I don't have the 500 ml of Derby, no. And just drop me your favorite Guerlains. Subscribe if you haven't. Push the notification button. The artist for Mitsuko 100th anniversary was yes. Suto Nakatsuka. Tsuka for me. Yes, absolutely. Anyways, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.